Hi guys, back again with me Austin from Abba Boy Heart. Today I'm going to share with you my experience of this is Beaver Co's B2Five line. They specialize in 2.5-inch figure line. This is based on acid rain, the intellectual property. Here we have Agurst, Beaver, WF4w. Yes, it's called Beaver. They name it that way. Here it has several features here, interchangeable kind of links or joint system link, and then transform. It can transform figure included. It is 1/20 scale according to them. I haven't make actual measurement. Alright, and there are several features. We just very much explain these icons. This is numbered BW4. Means it's part of wave 4 and then 01. Okay, I don't know if you noticed this, but I've shared to you several figures from this line already, several vehicles. First is it's called Agurst only. There's no Agurst military because these are not for battle. These are actually for work, worker version of. If you're familiar, if you remember, look at this picture. Do you know what it is? I've shared to you before. Yes, it is a stronghold, as you can see here. I've shared to you this one, this stronghold, before in my previous video. I'll give you the link up here so that if you want to check my previous video on stronghold, you can check it out. If you have watched that before, then you come to this video, it's actually you'll find out that this is very much the same principle with this one. So all the awesomeness, all the troubles, all the heartbeats from this one, you can also find it there. But since I went through this, it's not that hard anymore. I mean, it's not too difficult, but you just have to be careful on some parts. Yeah, so again, I mentioned this is kind of a modified version of this stronghold. Kind of, okay. Right, let's continue. And then another thing, if you're familiar with acid rain, then especially the 1/18 scale one, either from Oritoy, especially from Oritoy, I'm not sure whether they have released in Toy Alliance with Toy Alliance, but they did release some this guy already, you know, this kind of guy, very similar worker. Okay, it's a normal worker, but the difference I realize what they have with the 1/18 scale is normally this guy would come with a laurel. Okay, I haven't shared with you a laurel yet in B2Five form, not even in 1/18 scale. I am going to. I have one laurel that I'm going to share in the future, but here instead of releasing him with a laurel version, they give us a stronghold, kind of something that is made from the stronghold. So I'm not sure why is that. Okay, but hey, it's something new. You will never find this. Well, it's not never, but up to now I haven't seen they make the 1/18 scale version. Okay, so that's a good part. All right, so let's just continue. Okay, it's very cool. We have this, you know, the product shot at the front with the figure. So let's just continue with the packaging. Just very quick. Okay, warning, not a toy. Okay, that's very important. Okay, I think what we need to see is this part here. Cool artwork, by the way. Beaver, WF4w. I'm not sure what it means. Worker, and then you can pause now if you want to read it yourself. But I'll just read it quickly. Innovative construction vehicle. Okay, see, it's not a military vehicle. Runs on clean energy. Wow. Developed by Agurst Laurel Inc. Oh, so that's what the company is called. It's widely used in agriculture and industry. Its militarized version can transform to strong mobile fortress. Alright. Okay, this side. And I think what we need to see is on the back, as previously with the Stronghold, you have this barcode, okay, at the packaging, which you can scan. I tried with this one. Unfortunately, they don't have a very specific instruction for this one. Instead, this link will bring you to a video of, if I'm not mistaken, a stealth stronghold. All right, but again, it's the same principle. Okay, all stronghold here very much similar. We have several pictures here showcasing the feature that we have. Okay, it is it came from the packaging like this, being disassembled, but it's very easy, don't worry. Just it shows to us that there is some part of the joint here is interchangeable. It means that if you want to even use this part of the stronghold, okay, if you want to use this part, detach it and put it into this beaver, you can. Okay, that's the point. All right, you can use interchangeably, and then you have all the accessories for the figures. We'll come to that later on. And then up here is showing us that there are some part can be open. Okay, figure included. Transform. This is the kind of mech or robot form, mecha form. While it's using some sort of drill here, or some sort of, I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm imagining that this is some sort of piston work, you know, where it can kind of push down. Then this is vehicle form, and this is what I mentioned. If you happen to have another vehicles from B2Five line, Beaver, acid rain, so you can kind of combine. So as you can see, what they are doing here, they are moving this one's supposed to be this arm is supposed to be here on the left, but they put it upside down like this, and then this is supposed to be the one on the right. And then they are using here, this is laurel arms. Okay, I haven't shared to you a laurel yet. I do have one. I'm gonna share next after this probably. Don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah, so you can attach a laurel arm. I'm assuming you have to use some sort of adapter for that, because the laurel arm, I think the laurel arm is using a smaller pack. But anyway, yeah, that's the point. You can use these guns, accessories. These are from a laurel. I don't think I have those, but just to show you that you have this option if you collect this line. Okay, so I think without further ado, let's just show you Beaver and the worker. Okay, shall we? First thing first, mandatory. We'll go have a look at the figure, the worker figure first. I don't have the 1/18 scale for any worker, unfortunately, but when I look at this helmet and this gas mask, I straight away knew, okay, this is the worker. And you know what, I really love it. You know, look at this, you know, this color, right? This orange but very messed up. This is acid rain. Okay, this is acid rain. This is how it's supposed to be, right? Very dirty, but it looks very nice. Okay, even the helmet here, you see this construction helmet, but it's still using gas mask. Remember, acid rain, pollution. Okay, we see. Okay, I assume that's his hair. I may be wrong or not. Okay, I'm assuming. Okay, I may be wrong, but yeah, that's probably his hair. And then now look at this molds on the body. Right, looks nice. The pockets, the wrinkles, right, the dirt, right, on the suit, very nice. Okay, No fast, and you can see there's a hole there. We'll come to that later on. Like this belt, which fortunately is solid plastic. I like that, you know, I like that. So yeah, it's cool. It will last for a long time, I think so. The pocket here is very, very solid. Yeah, just appreciate the details here. You can see the visible pegs for the joint there. Even the pants, look at that. Look at those shiny orange with, you know, all the wrinkles, with all the dirts, and then his knee pads here, also very dirty, splotches here and there, and then the boots, even the boots, they still put some marks on it. So that's cool. We have some pegs down there. I love it, you know, the glove. I really like it. Okay, this is very cool. And yeah, he looks a bit thin because, you know, he doesn't have the fast. I realize that. For example, this is steel. You can see that the bulk of the body is actually somewhat from the fast. Agurst infantry. No, sorry, this is Buck Steam Trooper, as you can see. But the base body is supposed to be like this. But that's very, very cool mold. Okay, I like that. This compared to a Abaddon Trooper, as you can see. All right. What else? This is Jack, and even Jack, as you can see, the bulk of the body is from the fast. Okay. Now, right. So yeah. So that's the worker figure. I think they have this character called Uncle Kunio or something that is very much look like this, but maybe in a different color. I may be wrong about that. But look at that, this pocket, right? I like this, the details on that. Small pocket, but dirty. Awesome. Okay, beautiful color. Okay, let's just measure it just quickly. Just quick measurement here. The figure stands slightly more than 2.5 inch. It's actually an extra 0.125 inch. So it stands roughly around about 6 or 7 centimeters. Okay, around that. Okay, that's still above 2.5 inch. Okay, now for the articulation of this figure, of course, very standard. You have the ball joint on the head. You can move down very much because the lack of fast. You can look up here, and then you can kind of side to side. It's a ball joint, so you do have full rotation, and you can use the ball joint motion. Okay, then the arm here, you can have full rotation. On mine here is a bit loose, but don't worry, it's still attached very nicely. Can stand very well. Okay, of course you can fix it very easily. For loose joint like this, very easy. You can use the hinge to move up like that, right? Oh, so that's what the joint looks like. Oh well. Okay. You can use the hinge to move the arms to the back like that as well. And then you have top here. You have rotation. Look at the position of the pocket here on the bicep. Okay, you have rotation, and then you can bend this arm this much, 90 degrees, and then we have rotation on the wrist. Okay, right, and then on the body I'll fix that arms later on. Okay, don't worry about it. On the abdomen here we have this hinge, which can be used to move to the back that much, to the front so much. Okay, that's cool. Okay, then we have rotation, I think here. Yep. Okay, this is how to look at it. Okay, I explained it wrongly. I thought there were two set of joint, but it was only like this. Okay, so basically if you hold the bottom one, you can twist the upper body, the upper torso, but if you hold the if you hold this upper torso, then you can twist the lower body, of course, right? That's how it works. The legs is on a ball joint, so you can do front kick this much, very cool. Back kick that much, and of course because it's a ball joint with some sort of opening, you can do this kind of split, or you can just do this kind of a kicking motion. Okay, like that. And of course it's still a ball joint, so you can twist it around. On top here you have we have rotation. Let me try it. It's usually a bit tricky. Okay, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but okay, I'm trying to holding this part and then twist the bottom part. Okay, right, so you have rotation on top. You can bend the knee this much, and then down there as usual you have ball joint, which can act to be your rocker ankle, a bit of pivot there, and yeah, full rotation. So it helps when you position and posing the figure. That will be cool. Okay. All right, so that's with the figure. Now this figure has several accessories, which is cool. Here we have a, I think it's called wrench, is it? Okay, because you can plug some a bolt, is that what it's called, and then you twist it around. It's solid. It's cool. It's not rubbery. Okay, so it's black, so probably a bit hard to see, but I hope you can see. And then let me try to put it in the arm. Seems to be a bit hard to. All right, you can. Okay, you can place it on his wrist or on his palm this way. Right, so that's the first one. Yeah, I don't want to overstretch the palm. So, and then the second one we have the, I think this is what you call a ratchet. I may be wrong, but look at that. You know, I don't know if you can see, but within the hole there's a small kind of a grid. You know, so look at that. It's not smooth. It has this kind of a, you know, surface within it. Okay, so it's not round. Okay, you have this little tiny bit of shape, right? And then yeah, it's a tool as well. You can use this to normally open up or close it. Some sort of, I don't know, is that called bolt or something? Okay, sorry, this is not my main language, but here, okay, it's solid, it's not rubbery. So I realized that they have this sort of grip, just like what they have with the wrench, that allows the worker figure to, to grip on it. Okay, let's try to grip it. And I think I like the fact that they give us this. You can use it as a weapon as well to hit somebody, right? And then third one, it's very cool as well. We have this, forgot, do you call it shear? kind of a scissor, but very intricate. Unfortunately, no action. Okay, I think yes, you can grip it. You can grip it because there's this part on the gripping part there. So let me try. Oh, this one is a bit too big. Oh, okay. You can grip it that way, this way. Okay. Maybe you can grip it with both hands. I'm not sure. Okay, but that's how you're supposed to grip it. Okay, and it holds, by the way. All these tools can be gripped nicely. Let's try the other hand. Unfortunately, no cutting action. So yeah, nothing much aside from the mold, and it has a kind of a pack there. Right, now guess where do you want to put it on? You can put it on his back. Okay, there's a huge big hole there, so just push. You push the pack in, and voila, it holds nicely as well. All right, and lastly, last but not least, is this chainsaw. Wow, this is kind of his main weapon. Okay, I like the blade here with the small, I don't know what you call it, teeth. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? This part, I like that, and I think it's meant to be grabbed by both hands. I'm not sure is that a button? Probably it's supposed to be a button. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's very simple. You can grip it with both arms. One here, for example. It's very tight, by the way. And then maybe the next one is somewhere here, I assume. Then yeah, then you can kill the enemy like that. All right. Okay. So there you have it. The worker with the chainsaw trying to kill some zombies. And you can do this pose as well. Right. Yeah. So that's cool. I haven't tried to plug it to grab the palm on this side of area. Probably you can, but it's quite thick, so I don't want to overstretch the grip. But hey, it's very cool. All the accessories that we have for this worker figure. All right, let's go to the main attraction. I'm not going to zoom in because this piece is quite big. Yeah, so and it's easier to show the transformation this way anyway. Okay, so this is the main part. This is where your pilot will coming in. Okay, you can open this part, by the way, and yet you can grip this handle on the vehicle. All cool. Okay, I like this mold on the top. Might be some sort of lamp or light. Yeah. I like always this pattern, you know, the sort of construction kind of polish line pattern. There's a small caution with decal here. I think it says caution. I don't know if you can read it. I'll read it for you. Caution: stand clear of outriggers to avoid crushing injury. Okay, so it's on both sides, by the way, this and here. Cool. It's very small but very detailed. Number 7. Okay. Not sure what that means. Okay. All right, this is a cool part. Oh, by the way, it has some splotches. I'm not sure whether that's intentional or not. Okay. Is that some form of weathering? Because the Splotches, interestingly, it has some sort of green here, and then kind of reddish here, so I'm not really sure. Here is a bit reddish, but if that's what their definition of dirts, I don't know, man, I'm not quite sure about that, because it's everywhere. As you can see here, kind of orangish part on some part here, and then here as well, green. Okay, now this is the joint system that I mentioned. I'll explain to you later, but this is the linking system that is interchangeable to another what do you call that, stronghold arm. So for example, you want to do something like, let me try, from this stronghold. Okay, you can, okay, look at where the sticking part is, where the gap is, the sticking part, and then there's a gap. Okay, and then right, voila. So you can do that as well. Just one example, one very simple example to show you how that works. Okay, all right. Now this part here opens, and it shows us some sort of kind of barrel, which I think can be held by the figure. Very simple, hollow, light, even. Yeah, it probably won't go anywhere, but it's cool. We have small little, I like this little details, and you can just open up and see stuff. You know, you can put stuff back in. I like that. I always like that. Okay, so just put it back in. Okay. And then another side is, it's not in the, you know, in the packaging, but I saw it somewhere and I tried it. You can actually detach this part, right? As you can see here. So you have three packs here, which allows you to connect it securely back to that. So yeah, so it's probably make it easier for you if you want to sit in the figure into this. How about let's try it right now? Okay, I'll try to put him in here, and it's very hard to do it on camera, so I'll probably pause it. Voila, I managed to sit him in. And by the way, I still have the, what do you call that, the shear on his back, and he's still able to sit. And you can see that the palm here is actually gripping on the handlebar on the cockpit, so you know that it's not impossible. It's not hard actually, but it's a bit difficult to do it in front of the camera, that's all. Okay, and the handlebar is actually doesn't really pack to the palm, but that's okay. You can just slide the palm of the figure into it, and it will hold there. I actually prefer that way. And you realize the position of the leg here is a bit awkward, but yeah, I do it that way just to make sure that the door can be open. Okay, anyway, it won't be visible, right? So we'll keep the figure inside for the time being, probably for the rest of this ordeal. I'll try to put it back later on. Okay, so that's one part here. This is the same part at the back that you can also connect with, you know, other, like this speeder. You can connect it, and you can also maybe grip by the figure's arm, although probably a bit too thick. There's a bit of here, small little packs for the feet of the figures. Is it here as well? Nope. Okay, so this is the core part. Okay, down here we have two peg holes, which is always tricky for me when I play with my stronghold, because I thought that we are gonna use this one, but most of the time actually we are gonna use this one. Okay, so I'm not sure what that's for. Oh well, but it's there as an option. Okay, so maybe I assuming the vehicle mode, okay, you can open this up. You're supposed to be using this one, but maybe if you want to, you can also use the robot mode using this one to stabilize. I'm not sure about that. Okay, this one also you can use this. Right, we'll try to assemble one by one, but I'm going to show you. But this is how the parts are being given up to us. This is the wheel slash legs, okay, that we have here. Very much stronghold, but just different colorway. But I like this. I like this markings here, as you can see. I like those marks. It's very cool. Okay, I like yellow. This yellow color is very cool as well. Okay, this marks. I like the mold on this. Look at that. Okay, this part. And if you realize there's two small here kind of pegs that can be used to attach a figure, and this is something that you can kind of pull with a something like this. Okay, something like this. We'll come to that later on. So it came on the packaging on the kind of robot mode legs or feet like this. Okay, but we'll try to do the vehicle mode first, and then I'll go on to transform later on. So again, I like these markings. Okay, and we have these holes. All right. Okay, and then we have the two arms, and goes with the arm. Okay, robotic arm. This is the right side of it. The two are being packaged like this. There is some sort of assembly that we need to do. Okay, maybe just to explain a bit on the arm here. All right, these two are identical. It's just different side, and I like decal, by the way. Like this decal caution. I think it's same word. Yeah, stand clear. Yeah, it's the same words. What we have, like this again. This holes. Then this is the interlocking system that I mentioned. It can be used to another stronghold or any other vehicle that has this connector. Yeah. All right. So. What makes this different to is that you don't have a gripping palm like the previous stronghold that I share. Okay, but instead you have this. Well, this is this first one. I think this one's supposed to be down in vehicle mode. This one you can slide this to the front, and it will extend. The clamping hold here, which is cool. It does have ball joint articulation here, as you can see, right? So that's very cool. And you can actually extend this. By the way, I like this mode. You can extend this, right? So that's cool. Look at that, and you can use it to grab something. Okay. Again, it's ball joint. You can turn it around, twist it. Okay. And by the way, you can change this arm. Okay. Right. Okay. As you can see here, they are giving us two set of this Dremel. Okay, which is cool as well. Two set of this. I like the chrome part here. Looks cool. Where's the other one? Trying to find the other one. Okay. So we have two of this. Very much the same, identical. Okay. Look at the mold. I like this mold. Okay. Like the shape of this. Very cool. And you can just put it. It is shaped in a certain way, so you can look at it instantly, and yeah, just plug it in and you can push it back. Okay, all right. So that's with the arm, because this will be our robotic arm, and you can extend here as well. By the way, you can extend here, so you have 2-fold extension. This is cool, right? Slide here. Okay, some sort of piston, remind me sort of piston like. Okay, yeah, you have several joints here. Okay, you have ratchets on the shoulders. Okay, this one can be removed, but don't worry, once you attach it, it'll stay there. That's the ratchet, you can see the ratchet clearly. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the arm, because it's the same on this side. Okay, let's try to assemble all these bits into a proper vehicle. First things first is the wheel. This is the most trickiest part. I almost got it wrong. Okay, always remember that this part is always on top or always visible, this black part. Okay, down here you see this. So this is always the visible part. Okay, this is the joint that we have. Okay, this part can move, okay, to make the wheel. And we can see some pegs already. This connects to this one, and then this connect to this one, and then on this side we have 1, 2, and 3. I hope it's visible. 3. That's the third one. 1, 2, and 3. We'll have to connect them later on. Okay. So what we need to do, first thing first, is move this down like this. Okay, right. Take the core body. Take the core here. I purposely take this out just to make it easier to see. Okay, okay. Pull this down. Okay, pull this down like this. Oh, sorry, no, you don't need to pull this down. What you need to do is to connect this one into this one. So look at where the sticking part is. Okay, that way. You cannot just put it directly. You have to take a look at the shape. Okay, take a look at the shape, and then remember the shape, by the way, if you can, and twist. Okay. No, it's not done yet. Okay, it's not done yet. Okay, in vehicle form, this part is supposed to be facing up. So, okay, pull, and then you start to work. Okay, so remember the peg holes that I mentioned. Okay, right. I just want to mention also this joints on the wheels. It's actually some sort of. It's not just twisting. It's not just rotation, but it is some sort of ball joint which you can move like this, right? Why? Because it is needed. It is needed because you have one here, you have one peg. This one will attach to this one. This one will attach to I assume this one. Okay, so this one is to this one. And then there's a small one. Okay, the small one here. There's a small one here. It has to be attached to the one here. Okay, I hope it's visible here. Okay, so that's the tricky part with the stronghold, with this B2Five stronghold, which is the most annoying for me, but the end result is satisfying. Okay, so let's try. Okay, let's try to. The first one is easy. You tilt it outward a little bit, and you can see these two connect already. Alright, just like that, see? But then the problem comes when you want to connect these two. You have to connect this, and then you have also to connect this part to this. So that's a bit of an issue. Can be troublesome because you have to do it together. Okay, sorry if it's not too clear. Okay, I managed to do the right one here just beautifully. I managed to attach the dividing part here, the big pack, and then I also managed to do that part. Okay, so it has to be done together, otherwise there's no way. By the way, this part moves, so it depends. In robot mode usually put this down, but vehicle mode maybe you put this up. Now on the other side, same old, so I just do it quickly. Okay, I hope you can see it. Okay, it clicks. Now that's the tricky part here. You have to do it together. All right. Okay. Yep. So successfully. So it's not so hard now. But when I first tried to do it, man, it was a pain. It was a pain to just put this on, you know. Yeah. So okay. So that's with it. Maybe I'll try to plug this cockpit back on, if possible. I don't know. Okay, if you want to plug this cockpit on, remember this side. Okay, there's this sticking part which has to slide. Okay. All right. So, all right, that's almost done. Now the easy part is the arm, right? Okay. How do you know which one right and left? Look at the decal, right? Caution. Okay. Oh, this is this side, and then look at the connector. Look at how we should position the connector. Okay, it's about almost 40 degree. Normally this is what I do. About 45 degree or more. All right. Sorry about that. And then click. Okay, you cannot do it the other way around. I mean, you have to make sure the shape of the connector fits. Okay, otherwise you will break it. Okay, and then it doesn't stop there. There are 2 pack holes here. Okay, see, it's a lot already, right? A lot to. Okay, there's 1 pack hole here, and then I hope you can see it. There's 1 pack hole, and there's 1 pack hole here. It will connect to this part and this part. So you have to make sure it goes all the way back. Okay, twist it and secure it. All right, it doesn't really click or anything, it just sits there, right? And then you see this perfect sandwich here, and that means you're doing it right. Okay, same thing with the other side. Okay, about 40-45 degree depending on, just look at the shape. Okay, trust the shape, push it, then it will be smooth, and then you move down and then place the pack. Okay, all right, so perfect sandwich, and voila, we have the pilot already in, the worker even. And yeah, so we have this fully assembled vehicle, which is very, very cool, by the way. All right. Okay, so this is the vehicle mode. Now, I just have one issue though. My issue being this connector. Okay, this connector. The one at the back, no problem. Okay, I'll just grab stronghold here. Oh. Need to push this down, and you can connect and you can pull your friend, right? But then let's try to pull it the other way around. Or maybe we use a chapel here. I happen to have a chapel here, right? How can you do that, right? How are you supposed to? Okay, let me focus first. How are you going to pull, right? Pull, So I think the solution to that issue is we need to take it out. I'm gonna try this firsthand. It's my first time doing this. Maybe like this, maybe okay, maybe wrong, but okay. It seems that we can only pull it with another stronghold. So, all right, this will do. Then we'll probably put back the cockpit, but it is silly, right? It's not supposed to work like that. No, and it's impossible. It's impossible to do. So that's the one issue that, you know, normally they do it right. Normally they do it right, but on this one, unfortunately, is there a way to do this? Yes, I think you can. You need to move the legs down and then put the cockpit and then kind of wiggle it up, but it's not supposed to work that way, you know what I mean? It's very hard. So this is not working. Okay, just want to point out to you that much. Not really important, but I think you should know. Okay, alright, so again the vehicle mode here, which is very cool. So there's two side by side of the true stronghold that I have. This is the worker, I mean the Beaver. This is the military stronghold, jungle stronghold. Okay, just to give you an idea. Okay, so what they did was they modified this part on this military to do something like this, which is cool, right? Which is cool. So yeah, and then the arms works differently. Here is more like robotic arms, right? This one is, yeah, it's a different purpose, right? Okay, so yeah, that's how it looks. Very cool. Let me try to extend the arm. I don't know if it's doable. Alright, yeah, so you can do something like this with the vehicle mode. Try to do something like this. You can. So you do have this option, my friend. If you want to do it this way, you can. Okay. Okay. Then start to dribble down, right? Oh, let me try the other way around. Oh, by the way, I forgot this piece. Okay. Oh, it has the decal as well. Beaver WF strip 04A, is it? That's interesting. Okay. So the secret is to take out the back first and then slide it out, and then you see the shape of the arm already, and then try to push, right? Try to push and then try to push this to the front as well if you want. If you want to grab something. Alright, so it is very cool actually. It's really cool. Yeah, I like that, you know. And you can even do something like this. Okay, so you twist it around. Okay, this is just like in the package. Okay, so you can grab something tall if you want to. Okay, alright, so that's cool. That's cool to know that we have quite a number of options. Alright, by the way, I want to mention there are several pack holes here. It's the smaller pack holes which you can use to put stuffs there as well. I'll try to show it to you maybe later on here as well. Okay, yeah, right, so let me let me return it back to how it's supposed to be. Alright, so twist it. Oh, okay, move it down all the way and make sure that it fits. Alright. Okay. Okay. Right, left one ready. The right one. Okay. Very cool, right? Man, I really like this one. Okay, pull the arm all the way and then close this. Clamping arm. Okay. I think you want to twist it this way. Push the ratchet in and ratchet back. This position, and then move it to the back. Alright, and then try to fit in to the pack holes. What's wrong? What's going on? The one on the back doesn't want to, okay. Is in. So, oops, out of focus. Right, so again, it's sometimes hard to do it in front of camera because of the intricacy. So sorry, because of how intricate the movement is. So don't forget to push this down, and yeah, it's all set. And you still can open this up, by the way. Take it out, right? Just open the cockpit here, right? So nice. Okay, so that's very nice. It's just this part doesn't really work. Okay. All right. So this stronghold, maybe just a bit of measurement, side to side here from the front is roughly. Oops, sorry about that. I think it's roughly 9.5 centimeters, probably more. Okay, yeah, around 9.5 centimeters. The height to the top of the cockpit here is 9.5, 9.6, I think, centimeters around that to the top here. From the front to the back is roughly, if you count this part and the excess of it is around 10 centimeters. Okay. So yeah, that's, you have it with the dimension. And then just to give you an idea, this is Agurst. I just shared Agurst before. Okay, just to give you an idea of how big this Beaver is. Okay, so yep. Alright, so we're gonna continue with the robot form. Okay, I'll keep it one arm like this. Okay, so we'll go on with the robot form after this. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it in full in front of the camera. I don't know whether I can do it smoothly, but first thing first, always try to move this up. Okay, move this up. Okay, because normally what I will do is I will move the packs here. Okay, to give some clearance. Just move it up for now. Same on this side here. Okay, you want to get these packs out. Basically, that's the idea. Okay, right, because we want to lower the legs. Okay, and this will be facing down. Okay, this part here. Okay, how it makes sense. So what we're going to try to do is to undo what we did with the wheels here. Unplug the pegs there. Alright, to transform into robot is easier. Okay, pull down that one as well. Okay, alright. Okay, until you get to this position. Okay, Is it over yet? Well, you can stop at here if you want. You can stop at here. And you can extend the arm, and seemingly you have done it. But actually no. As I mentioned, the indicator is here. So we need to take this out first. Okay. Take this out. Take this out. Okay. Okay. And then put this back on top. Put this back on top. And while you're doing that, swivel this leg. Swivel this leg. Swivel this leg. And you see this part here is closing. And you'll be posed like this. It's like the robot is sitting down. Okay. And you see this black part is visible now. That's what we want to do. Okay. And then you move it down. Okay. So we have the legs ready now. If you want, you can do it like this. You can do it like this as well. Depends on you. Okay. All right. So we have the robot leg ready now. We need to prepare the arm. Right. We need to prepare the arm. Same trick. Really. Just extend it like that, and make sure you see this L shape on the shoulder. Okay. And yeah, and then that's pretty much it, I think, for the left. Of course, if you want to, you can extend the drill a little bit like that, kind of make a palm shape if you want to, right? But I'll probably move it like this. Okay, so because you need a bit of weight on the back, otherwise it won't support the weight. Okay, that's the purpose of it. You want the arm to be this, okay, like this. On this side as well. Turn it around. Okay. Same principle. You want to twist it, the shoulder. Make sure the beaver is out. Okay. Visible, and alright, and then there's a hinge there. You can move it up. Move the arm up like this. Okay, from here to this position. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's pretty much the robot mode. I'll try to move it to the back a little bit. Okay, of course this is a construction mecha. It's not meant to fight any battle. Okay, I'll try to lower down a little bit if possible. Okay, so right, get out this. Alright, so okay, here's the robot mode, or the mecha mode. Okay, so here's the tricky part. You need this to pull down. Okay, that's the indicator. And I realized this beaver is quite heavy at the front because of this part of the cockpit compared to my military stronghold. Okay, but don't worry, with the arm extended to the back, you can shift the weight, the center of balance, and it can stand really nicely. Okay, so of course you can still do the same function. You can extend the clamping palm if you want to, right? Or you can open it up, you can twist it around. Okay, so maybe I'll just get to the articulation as well. Your ball joint here, you have this part here. This part you can also extend fully, right? And then you also wait, oops, sorry. For this one, you don't have ball joint on here. on the Dremel part, but based on the picture we can do something like this, right? Okay, can do something like this. Okay, to remember to kind of Dremel down or push down to the earth. Okay, let me move this back first because I need this. I need the weight balance to be okay. All right, so yeah, okay, here, look at that. I think I can still do this bit as well. If you want to, you can do this way. All right, yes, you can do this. You can twist it around and make it grab. So it's basically the same principle. It's just that it stands higher, right? Because it has legs now. It has legs. Okay. We have full rotation on the full ratcheting, by the way, on the both arms, which is detachable, and then you have this hinge, which allow you. Oh, this is a ratchet on the shoulder. Okay, that much, 90 degree, and then you have the so-called elbow on this part, okay. And then you have rotation on this elbow as well. Okay. Yeah, again, it's not a normal robot arm, so again, so you have the elbow here, and you have the rotation on the bicep, and then you have this piston moving right to the front and back, but it's too front heavy, so I'll try to do something else here. Alright, to shift the weight of balance. Okay, and then down here you have abdomen or pelvis rotation is due to the connector, so yeah, you have that. Let me just move the arm a little bit so that you can see the legs. Okay, so-called quote-unquote legs. Okay, here's the leg. You have a bit of motion here, which helps with the transformation and putting on the pegs, okay, into the peg holes right here. So it also have rotation, albeit not fully, because the way the mold is being shaped here, it obstructs the movement, but you know that you can somewhat make a running position, walking position if you want to, right? And then on the wheel here, you can move it. It's also part of the articulation, as I said. So you can think of it like a leg, okay, right? You can extend out this much, right? And think of this one like an ankle. See, you can kind of do it like an ankle here. So you can do some sort of here. Here is kind of an action pose, as you can see, like just like the, think of it like the robot is actually, the mecha is actually walking like that, walking. It's not ideal, I know, but yeah, that's how the toy works. But it's cool that we can have this open leg position, make for action poses. Okay, maybe we need some center of balance to be maintained. Okay, right. So yeah, you have kind of a, I don't know, ankle up and down and a bit of pivot. Okay, it's actually a lot of pivot depending on how you move it. And yeah, so just be careful with it, don't force your way. Try to play around with it slowly, intuitively, and yeah. You have back kick hindered again. Yeah, so that's pretty much the articulation on the robot mode. Okay, I'll try to measure this robot mode. Okay, just to give you an idea of how tall it is, let me move the arm inside back just to center the weight of the balance of weight. Okay. So just for an idea, this is an, what do you call that? The Abaddon Trooper standing to the robot mode of this Weaver. Okay, cool. Okay. It stands roughly because the position of the legs is open to the top here. Top of the cockpit here is about 5.5 inch, slightly above, or almost 13.3 centimeters, around that. Okay, so yeah, that's how tall it is. Okay, right, it's basically just the wheels that moves, and then the arms can extend more because of the rooms allowed from this movement. Okay, so, and you can still open this up, and you can still open the power source or whatever that is. Okay, and yeah, I like the fact that we can transform even with the figure still in the cockpit. So yeah, I think that's cool, you know, to know that we have that option. Okay, so yeah, let me twist it around again to make it more like robot mecha like. Okay, twist it around. All right, so okay, so a punch on the left, Dremel, twister punch, and then clip on the right. But it depends, you can also exchange it if you want to. Just pretty much play around with it. Okay, so before I wrap up, I tried to play around a little bit with it. So the packaging, you saw that you can put a Laurel arm is because you need to put first the adapter. This is the adapter. Okay, so then you can grab a Laurel arm and then plug it here, or any other arm which uses this interlocking system. Unfortunately, they don't give us extra adapter. This adapter, I take it from another vehicle. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably from the chapel, either from the chapel or from the stronghold. Okay, so yeah, you can connect this small hole, okay, to this adapter, and then you can use the extra arm of the Laurel. Okay, but you can also use another accessories. For example, okay, for example, here I tried to put the Gatling from the Laurel here, as you can see, right, and plug it there, which is cool. So you can have a bit of weaponry to your Beaver, right? Oops, I hope it's visible. You can put your Gatling there, okay, or you can also put it somewhere here. For example, let's try to move it around. Okay, try to move it around and plug it here. Give you Laurel, give you your Beaver a bit of firepower, like that. Okay, if you want to, and then you have another hole there. In fact, I've already put one Gatling here on this side of the arm, so you know that you have that option. Okay, and I think that's cool. Also wanted to point out that the door here in the robot mode, you can push it all the way. So if you want to do it this way, just like a construction car or something, construction vehicle, you can do that. Yeah, so you can pretty much play around with that. Okay, and it's pretty cool, right? Okay, let me move the arm, and you can of course you can move the arm up you can move the arm down like this to be more like quote unquote Mecha like, you know. Yeah, you can do all that. Let me try to make it more like Mecha, like a, you know, and yeah, so all right, like this. Okay, all right. So if you have seen the stronghold before, this should be very easy. Okay, this should be easier, and yeah. Okay, all right. So what do I like about this? I like the pilot. I like the pilot so much, and the weathering on it, the chainsaw. I like that it can be put on the cockpit. It has to. I like that you can detach the cockpit if you want. Of course, the transformation is troublesome at times, and that's the most troublesome part for me. Sometimes it is fun, it is playable, but it's not as smooth as you want it to be. You need to, you know, work around a little bit, but the result is cool. You have all this option. I like this arms actually. I don't know why. Seems like I like this arm better than the robotic arm for now, but yeah, and I like the option that we have, right? And I like the color. I like this color, you know, with all the decals, yellow and almost oranges, a little bit oranges. Option on the palm, cool, and yeah, playability with, you know, this weaponry that you have with the other vehicle. All right, of course the legs is not the most stable, right? As you can see, it still stands, but it's not the most stable leg in the robot form, unfortunately. Okay, but yeah, it still works. Okay, so right, okay, that's Beaver for you, right? So thanks guys for watching until the end. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell for new updates. Okay, all right, see you in the next videos. Ciao.